I take no responsibility for any cruelties I might say on your cat for being a little monster. We have Mr. Archie from Lavender. If you notice his little smile on the one cheek, it's just slightly up. I feel like he knows something that he's not telling us. I like how round his head is. No offense, Archie, I don't mean to be disrespectful, but his ears almost seem like they're photoshopped on, which I don't really understand. But overall, I would say a fine specimen, a little cheeky grin, big beautiful Disney eyes. He's a good boy. Overall, I would give him 5 stars out of I don't know how many stars. He could work on his ears being photoshopped. I don't mean to give him a complex. I feel like you could go on fun adventures with him. You could have hijinks and shenanigans. Sophie! This is Zwaart from Twitter's cat. I like the first image where you're just straight on because her eyes are almost crossed. She looks like she's kind of a little dopey. And look at how pink that little nose is. It's just like a little gumdrop button. I could just pull it off and put it back on. Shiny Rock Riff says, wait, I thought that was a hamster. I don't quite know what to say. I'm not seeing hamster. I am seeing a little bit of a questionable shape on her face. It's just fine. You know, when you open your phone and you're like going to take a Snapchat of like something, like I open it up and then it's already facing you and you get that slap of reality of like looking down, you got like 5 chins, you're like, oh God. That's kind of the vibe. This is the pre-selfie face before the filter goes on. No offense, Sophie. Look at that chonky little monkey. Look at how rotund. I feel like we just like walked in on her in that first image. She's looking like she did something and then she's like, what? And we're just, oh, sorry. It's like, you know, okay, this has to be an experience. At least once in your life, you have either walked in on someone in the washroom or you yourself have been walked in on. And I feel like that's the face you would have. Maybe a little bit more shocked, maybe a little O face, like, oh. Twist is from Kitty Cat Girl 2210 and they gave us no description. She says it all. That is just Twist. My notes for her, chonky. What a queen. And look at that extended footy right there. Look, I could just grab those beans and run. Her mouth is, you know, when you draw a cat or you do that expression like the ... V, that's her, that's perfect. Lovely. I could just put her in a basket and go for a bike ride. Very round and so snoozy. Look at that second picture. She knows how to relax. She knows how to go to a movie with you. And also after the sleepover, she's not that friend to stay up annoyingly. She's like, okay, it's time to go to bed. And you do. You don't want to entertain people all the time. You know, I could seriously get lost in a Netflix series with her. Guys, see her little arms and then kind of down, not like right across her arm, but that little white spot. I feel like that'd be so soft. I could just go, you know, and just right on her. She would give me that face that she's making in the first picture. And I think we've talked the perfect amount for Twist. It is time to put a twist tie on her story, like a little bread bag, and put her in the cupboard. I love this one. This is Dee Dee. I wanted to add both pictures. Look in that second one. Her cheekbones, my God. Like she could be a model, like Envy. Look at that, like stunning. She could cut a person. That first one, does she not look like she's smiling? She's happy, she's got food. Is that not a mood? Could you imagine having a big old plate of rice? This is from Captain Lazarus. I cropped the picture, but the chair is comically big behind her and she's just sitting there with a little smile. Has she always had such defined cheekbones? Because that was the first thing that caught me. She's a Giga Chad. She is that picture of the guy. That is her. I love her. I would die for her. I would feed her chicken and rice from my wilting hands. I would have no food left and I would give it to her. And she would smile. And that would make me happy. Cookie Cat, she wants the chimkin. She does want the chimkin. Dee Dee, I don't know what my life was like before you came into it, but it is exponentially better now. BG and Monkey. Look, they're in love. Like the first one, first of all, that is the comfortable cat. That cat is in such bliss. We will never know the comfort that cat knows. She is just Zen mode. The second one, I feel like I'm interrupting. I do feel a little guilty on that second one. We're getting the stink eye from Monkey. She's kind of giving us the eye. This is from Tennille Flowers. Blessed. I have no more to say other than don't ever separate them ever. I'm gonna butcher this name. Kuzan? Something. It's from Fairy Cat on Discord. I saw him and you know what? It kind of looks like a little boogie. A little boogie sticking out of his nose, and that was the first thing I saw and I'm like, wow, what a guy. The other thing, look at that first picture. It looks like he's wearing winged eyeliner. Oh, what a king. He needs to do a tutorial. Fairy Cat says that they are his favorite human. Is he looking at you in that picture with all the love in the world? That is a cat who is in love. That's how we look at him. And he's looking at you like that. Snowy. Snowy has seen more in their life than all of us combined. That is a weathered face. That face has gone to hell and back. Me when I'm hungry and then me after I eat. Knight says that cat would be one of the good Karens that'll fight for retail employees. Oh, the rare kind, the shiny Karen. Oh, and this is from Pinecone Lover on Discord. And they say she's an angel. Now, I'm not questioning you, and I'm not doubting you. But when I saw Angel with that first little face, I hesitated. I had to pause. She is an angel who's been through it. I need to know if this face kind of got resting bee face. Is that a common occurrence, or did you just catch her on a bad day? You caught her on a Monday. It says so much with so little. Taking beyond the fact that it just looks like a silly, goofy face, those eyes are beautiful, like so detailed. Alfador from Fawnskip, aka Moon. What a guy. What a guy. We got a little bit of a saggy tummy. And that is so relatable. Very similar energy to the last one of angry and then calm, the duality of man. This is screaming, bad day, and then, you know, after work, you get home and you take your pants off, and it's just like freedom. He makes me feel comfy just by looking at him. He just makes me feel safe. I just want the best in the world for him. He's got that beer belly. Oh, he does. I'm sorry, you know, it's not my fault that you're a little menace to this household. Okay, that's him. Moon, give him a little smooch. This is Bella, and she's from Smoky Screen. Smoky Screen says, she may look sweet, but if you so much as breathe in her direction, less than 500 light years away from her, she will hunt you down. Extra. She's silly. I like the contradiction in that. My note is, I feel like she's judging me. And I feel like I said something, and then she gives me this look, and you know that feeling, the pit in your stomach where you're like, oh, that didn't land. I feel like I've disappointed her. Panther, Luna, and Nut. We got a 3-fer. And this is from Bacon. First of all, Panther. He loves befriending dogs, and he has thumbs. Why is he not showing us his thumbs? Look at him. He's being so reserved. He's covering them. Show us the goods, Panther. I'm sorry for roasting your cats. I said I was gonna rate them, but this is my just opinions. He got a wide face. His eyes are so little, and his cheeks are so large. Look at his face in comparison to Luna. Luna is very round, very short, very compact, so sweet. She looks so genuinely sad though. I kind of cropped it again. The full picture is her. The door is open, but she's standing on the wrong side. Without a thought in the world, it seems. She's sad that the door is closed when in fact it is open. She's just on the wrong side, and I feel like that is a saying for life. There's a lesson in there, but I'm not smart enough to know what it is. We have a lot to learn from Luna. Maybe just walk around the door. Back to Panther. Doesn't he look a little different? You know, when you flip the canvas. That is Panther. Panther is... He's a good guy. I'm sure he's a good guy. But he's not showing us the goods. He's got such a good thing going with having thumbs, having the dexterity of having an extra appendage, and he's hiding them from us. And lastly, we have Nut, who is literally just a mop. I would get him confused for one of those, you know, rugs. I would not step on him, but it would be very close because it's that mat right at the beginning of the door. I suppose that's where mats go. Got that little things on it, and you whoop, 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 whoop with your feet. Looks like that. That is him in another life. The description for Luna is she's the definition of a scaredy cat. Like, I feel like she's gonna cry. Luna is head empty. And you know what? That's the opposite. I feel like Luna is head full. Too many. She's scared. Too many thoughts at once. And that I feel like Panther's head empty. Humble Tuss. Panther's face has personality. That's what my mom tells me too. This is Minnow from 8-Bit. I feel like the first one is her going pa 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 and like fighting. And then the second one, she feels bad. It also kind of looks like she's giving us a hand to shake. She's like, hey, yeah, nice to meet ya. But I feel like if we gave her a handshake, shake her hand, her arm would go whoop, like her whole body. I can see it in my head, but I don't know how to describe it, but she'd be like, while we did a handshake, it'd be a cartoon thing. You know what I'm talking about. I think your cat might be sick. You should go to the vet yesterday. Beautiful little ears. What breed are they? I think a Western red-cheeked cutie pie is what I saw last time I opened a book. This is from Maggie, and they say she's very sweet. She doesn't bite or scratch. She does love water on her head though. A couple questions there. Puzzle Bear says goth cat. Oh my god, literally, and even with the color, her little forehead forehead and underneath looks like she's wearing dark makeup. She does. Foxtrot 12, she looks like she stands outside and looks up when it rains. Sits in a car and puts her hand on the window when it's raining. Claudia says that cat totally writes in her burn book and watches Twilight nonstop. We're all Kit Kat. We're all 2008 Kit Kat. Going through it, finding ourselves. What a relatable queen. Kit Kat. Take a break, girl. You know, find yourself. So this next one, there's a lot to it. No description, nothing. It's cross-eyed. There's a lot of layers to this. The cropping doesn't give it justice, but her neck, why is her neck so long? And her eyes are crossed. This girl, I don't know, she's made out of Play-Doh. And then the second one, she looks like we just walked in and she's like, oh, you know, needs a towel. You can dry her off. Sorry, this is from trashy_bracken on Twitter. White giraffe goddess. That sounds like an energy drink. Ugh, stew. Good thing Egg's not in the room. So this is from Austin, and he says, really enjoys eating plastic bags. He loves this cat. I asked him once if Iggy was his favorite cat, and he said no, it was Stu. And I couldn't believe it. And I said, is he your favorite cat? And he said, yes. And I was like, my God, Eggy is heartbroken. My notes are, Iggy's mortal enemy has been quoted as Austin's favorite cat. He's like, he's on his way to eat another plastic bag and to cause some compaction in his tummy. And he doesn't care. Stu! I got questions. Why in that last one is its nose so ballooned? What is happening? She's sniffing something real good, drinking it in, just like, and that's a smell in her nose. And the beans, just put it all together. Bean buffet right here. She's just showing him so sweetly. But that picture of the nose concerns me. I feel like she's sniffing me from here. This is from Lindsay. It says, it's my friend's cat, whose name is also Indy. I'm a big fan of just naming your pet just your name. Could you imagine picking up a pet from the shelter and being like, oh, you're Jaden too? And they're like, okay. I have no notes except for I can't get over that freaking schnoz, man. What is happening? What? Okay, so this is Stella from Ravens. And my notes are, a thief, where are you going with that hot sauce? What is she eating? She's a Stella. Oh my God, what if she has a job and she's delivering a little thing of hot sauce? She's like, wait, you forgot hot sauce. And she's like chasing after them. I like how perfectly like out the label is. It feels like a product placement. Oh my God, commercial. Maybe she's an actress. So I have to ask Ravens, what exactly is she carrying and who is she taking it to? And what are her intentions with the hot sauce? If you guys haven't joined the Discord, you should definitely pop in. You get updates. And of course, you know, if you're enjoying it, subscribe, then you can come and hang out with us next week, every Tuesday, baby. This is Claire, Raven, and Jamie. They are from Night. So Claire, the bottom left says, is a princess, dainty, picky AF eater, lifetime anxiety, likes to get UTIs on Christmas. What a complex girl. Wow, her plot is so developed. Raven is the calico on the top right. Spend 4K by eating string. Look at her smug face. She's like, and I do it again. Oh, and then Jamie says, unhealthy obsession with carbs. What a mood. Pillow stealer. Can and will use all of his body weight when walking on you, especially your neck. Jamie's got an evil streak to him. Now, I don't mean to be disrespectful to Jamie, but I feel like his face stops halfway down. It's like sunken in. Black Pelt says, Claire has such a small nose. Oh my God, I didn't notice that. You're so right. Why is it so small? I would have never picked up on that, but now I can't unsee it. What was that other cat? Indy stole part of her nose, you know, and it's like, got your nose. Claire's like, motherfucker. She's very busy. This is piled up stuff on your desk on a Thursday afternoon. Don't know where to start. You're so stressed out, you put your glasses down, you're rubbing your eyes. Pepper, I don't want to disturb you. I feel like we have interrupted you. I can see that you're hydrating. You've drank your ice and you're working on your water. I hope you get through it. We're rooting for you. You got this, girl. So this is from Zero. They say she was raised with dogs, which makes her act slightly strange. That's why she's stressed out. She's having an identity crisis. She's trying to figure out who she is. Puzzle Parrot, she's trying to get work done. I know we gotta keep moving. We're distracting her. She's stressed out to the limit. She's at her wit's end. I love these ones. This is Maisie, Millie, and Beans from Ghost. Before I read the description, why is it so zoomed in? The first one's so serious. She's contemplating something. She's thinking a lot. The second one, really taking all in. The third one, just no thought, just empty eyes, tongue hanging out, nothing. But it's so zoomed in. And I can't describe why, but it has perfectly cut scream energy. It tells us just the perfect amount of his story. The other thing that's kind of like a little misdirection, you got Maisie with an M, Millie, both serious, and then Beans. Beans info is he will bite your head and he sadly lost hearing in one of his ears from a shot in the ear from one of the horrible Beans, I take it all back. You're doing your best. Good for you, Beans. I'm so sorry for anything rude I've said. Ooh, I just wanna hold him. I wanna grab him and just run and keep going. I keep saying this, but what a guy. And Beans is an adorable name. Any animal with a food name or a very person name, like to name a cat Paul or like Kevin, I think that's real good. If I ever get another cat, it'll either be Food or Jessica. Mitts from Wavebird on Twitter. What a gentleman. I feel like he is a wise old wizard. Just sitting there and you like walk up to him, wouldn't even open his eyes, he would just be like, hello. We just know we're there. Look at his little chinny in the first picture. Kind of looks like he's going, And look at those grippers in that second picture. He's holding on for dear life. Fluffmeister. He looks so angry. He's just going through it. And look, oh my God, actually, look. They're so similar in their coloring. It could be the same cat. This is him early on in his adventure. He's a charismatic knight. He's the strong, silent, dark, handsome type. And then he becomes wise and calm. But he's angry and brooding as a young man. Hollythecat. Fluffmeister is the best name ever. And you know what I really like about this? He's not that fluffy. We're giving some of these cats something to think about. Hollythecat. He looks like he's a villain about to give a monologue. He's got us tied up upside down over a flame and he's gonna tell us his evil plan. And we're gonna escape the last minute. But then he turns good and he turns into Mitts. Tank, the booty on that one picture. This is Tank from Forgetful and Discord. Look at that. Look at his little chicken legs. And it's so funny that his little front little feeties are together and his back ones are like so stretched out, so spread out, so relaxed. High quality relaxation right there. We all need to take a page out of his book and have a nice little bit of self-care and just relax. Freddy, this cat might be my very favorite. When I opened the first picture, I just saw just the top, like it was just like the chest up. And then I clicked on the picture and it looked like she was like, nah! Like, you know, like ready to grab you. And it gave me a little jump scare. Whoa! In the second picture with her by the switch, I feel like she's saying, could you turn it on for me? Could you load up Animal Crossing for me? I'm too little, my hands can't open it. She's so cute. Her little ears are so small. Oh, I've never felt so much joy in my life than I have looking into the face of a little cat pleading for me to turn on the Switch. She just wants to get a high score in Mario Kart. It's from Bumbletusk. Her Nintendo got confiscated because she was raging too hard in Mario Kart. Oh my God. So she's so little and innocent, but she's just a raging gamer. Here's another chaotic creature. This is Jim Tom. We couldn't settle on one person name, so we just gave them both. This is Jim Tom. Just Jim Tom. That top right picture, I don't know how to describe it, but they just like mood, you know what I mean? But Jim Tom is from Melts 123, and they said Jim Tom smells like wet cheese. And that's it. That's all they gave us. And he, no offense, kind of looks like wet cheese. He looks moist in that one picture at the bottom. Again, just half of him is wet. I don't know what is going on with these cats. They're half moisturized and half not. All three are good pictures. In the first one, he's just like, yeah. That's Jim Tom. The guy's so nice. We gave him 2 names twice. Penny, Penny, Penny. This is from Holly. The first one, half of her little body is like under the bed, and it kind of looks like somebody's grabbing her and dragging her, and she's going, ah. That second picture, she's just like zonked. No thought, just existing. I hope you are able to escape what is happening to you, that you are so terrified in that first picture. Hello, Oreo. This is from Milkfrost. The description is, she will ignore and side-eye you whenever you inconvenience her in any way. Now she's mad at me because I kicked her off my bed for having 2 stinky farts. Oh, Oreo, Oreo, Oreo. You are such a blessed thing. Her eyes are humongous. It takes up so much of her face. I'm like getting lost in them. They're beautiful. Oreo, are we having a moment? Creed. And this goes back to people name for cat. I love Creed. Look at him. This is from Razor. His little ear is folded under him so gently, and he's like listening with one, relaxing with the other. And he's holding onto his little footy for emotional support. That's it. That's the kitty cats. Bentley's gonna bark in a second here, so I'm getting distracted. She does this thing where she looks at me and she lifts her foot, and I know that means she's gonna bark. We'll definitely do another rating cats. We'll rate more things. I will ask you guys to just send me just the most random, unhinged things, and we will just rate them. Okay, yeah, Bentley's saying it's about time to end stream. So thank you guys so much for coming, and we will catch you next Tuesday. Give nut time, and nut can melt into being your carpet. That is a questionable sentence.